Welcome back on my channel. Today I just thought we would talk about the Facebook group about I regret having children, where I talk about some stories that are anonymous on this page. I just read them up for you and I share my thoughts. So this is a group that I already done 2 videos about. If you want to go see that, I'll leave it an icon down below. But this group are just for people who regret having children and can share their stories anonymously on this Facebook page, and then they can get a feedback on what other people think about their situation. And I think it's also just in general just about making people feel less alone if they regret having kids, because there's actually a lot of people that regret having kids, and I think it's so fine that it is anonymously, because then nobody gets hung out on the internet. So I think that's a really great thing about this Facebook page. But I'll just read some of the stories up from the Facebook page, and then I'll just share my thoughts. So I'll just go right into it. So the first story reads: would I be wrong if I place my older child for adoption? She's 7 years old and extremely depressed from her dad not being around and my mother passing away suddenly. I've tried therapy and it's not working. I put her in cheerleading and she was kicked out due to her pessimistic and volatile behavior towards her fellow cheer teammates and her coaches. She gives everyone the evil stare, like she could just kill you with her stare alone. Nothing phases her anymore. Vacations to the beach, road trips, birthday trips, gift, toys, nothing even makes her crack a smile. It's like she's destined to be sad and depressed, and she brings everyone around her down, and I'm going down the hardest trying to provide a living for such an ingrate. Punishments don't work. Taking away toys, TV time, making her do extra chores, nothing changes her behavior. She's just so mad at me for divorcing her father, who was abusive, might I add. I'm doing this alone with her 2 younger siblings and no help since my mom died this year. She's in the 2nd grade and has been suspended from school twice, in kindergarten and 1st grade for pulling students out of their chairs for not listening to her. She bullies everyone, her siblings, kids at school. She loves to challenge adults the most. She seeks male attention because her dad isn't around, aka daddy issues. She wears her little sister dresses and skirts that are too small for her. Whenever my male friend comes around, she even goes as far as to put on her chapstick and kid makeup for him. When I tell her nicely, gentle parenting to go into the room and out of adults' faces, she just pats her eyes and switches away, only to return again and say some of the wall comment like, we're poor, and it's just annoying as fuck. Oh my god, she wakes up out of her sleep with an attitude, goes to bed with an attitude, she just can't be satisfied. And I hate it because she's my baby girl and I love her, but damn, I wish she wasn't so damn depressed. I always see where this negative behavior is headed and don't want to see her self-destruct. She's gonna end up one of those depressed bullies who blames her misfortune on her mom because I'm the one and her dad isn't, so I'm the bad guy cause I'm the one who disciplines her and takes care of her while her smokes crack rocks all day to escape her. Would I be wrong to send her with a relative something poor she gets in her teens and is too out of control for me to handle? Because honestly, she's already is and I'm tired, y'all, so drained. Her cheer coaches said that they are drained too and would rather cheer on the burning asphalt than to coach her because she's just that bad. So honestly, with this story, I just can't help but feel really, really bad for the child, because she is depressed and she has problems with her attitude, maybe because she is depressed and maybe because everyone treats her bad, she acts bad. So honestly, just all around with this story, I feel so bad for this girl. I really feel for her. She really needs help, And honestly, if this parent can't give her what she needs, can't give her the help she needs, then she would be better off at another home, because if she's already depressed, who knows where the whole situation could end. So I just hope that this girl gets the right help and gets that she isn't a bad person just because she acts out. So she really needs to be at a home where they have more understanding for her and where they have more patience to deal with her, because just because she acts out does not mean that she's a bad kid. So I really hope that she gets the right kind of help, because it doesn't seem like her mom can give her that, and her mom is just fed up with it, and that just makes the whole situation worse. So I definitely think she should give the kid up to somebody who can understand her and help her and take care of her. Another one says, I absolutely hate being a mother. I hate motherhood. I hate having to wake up every single day hearing I'm hungry. I hate having to wake up every single day knowing that I have to tend to somebody. Some days I wish I didn't wake up. Some days I want to just take myself out. I hate having to go to sleep only to know that the next day my feelings will be on repeat. Everybody says as sure child gets older it'll get better, but that's a bunch of crap. It gets worse for me because the resentment and the deep sadness grows literally every day. I love him, but I can't feel the disconnect. I can't feel the emotional and mental distance that between us, because I don't feel the maternal connect. I didn't even cry when I had him, just looked at him. Honestly, I never will have that maternal connect because I hate it so much, and I am counting down the days until he's gone his way and spreads his wings, and I will be able to spread mine too. When I was younger, I thought that I liked kids, but having my own child made me realize how much I really don't like children and how much their presence disturbs me. I became a teen mom. Before then I was having fun, enjoying life, excelling in art, competitions and school, participating in track and field. I had a life, was discovering myself, and had so much going for myself. Then I had my son, my life was over, I had no time to discover myself because I always had him. I had no time to have fun and be a typical teenager because I always had him. Eventually it turned into me not having a life. Life's been getting drastically hard since then, and no matter what I do, it doesn't seem to get any easier. I can literally count on one hand many times I felt free and enjoyed my life since the 9 years of his existence, and it's a low count. I can't help but to always think if I didn't have you, I would be better off. If I would gotten the abortion, I wouldn't be so miserable every day. I should have just gotten the abortion. Those thoughts run through my mind all the time, and I can't turn them off. I can't send him to his dad because I've done that before, and due to what my son experienced, he doesn't want to go back. I can't give him to my mom because she's getting too old to take care of the child, and I can't give him to any other family member because at the age he's gotten to, I would basically be abandoning him, and I just can't do that to him. He felt abandoned when I gave him to his dad, so I imagine if I was to leave him now. So I'm stuck in misery. I just want time to speed up. My family knows that I feel this way. I've told my mom countless times, but yet she still brings up her false hope that one day I'll be married and have the typical family, even though I've told her countless times that I do not ever want to get married. I hate being a mom, and I hate motherhood. I'm exhausted, emotionally, mentally, and physically. Don't know what else to do. Again, this is a hard one, just like most of these stories on this page. I just think she's a person who realized too late that she didn't want to have kids, and now she's regretting it. And it really, really sounds like she has some kind of mental breakdown from being a mom. I don't know if it's depression, and I don't know if it's anything else she's going through. And I really think that if she really feels this way, the kid can definitely sense it. If he's 9 years old, he knows that his mom doesn't like him. She can't hide that away. She can't hide away that she wished she did not have him. So honestly, I would give him up to someone who would enjoy having the kid. As hard as it is, I just think that's the best thing. Either that, or maybe she can get some kind of help to get through what she's going through. I don't know if it's depression or anything else like that, but maybe if she got help for her mental state, maybe she could actually enjoy being a mother. So that's like the two solutions I see for this scenario. So again, it's tough because you never know these people, and you can only guess what they're going through, and you can only guess what might be the right solution for them. But of course, you can never truly know if what you're saying is the right solution. So I hope she finds the right solution for her and her kid, because if she really does not want this kid and it makes her miserable, I definitely think it will make somebody else happy. So I think she should get help and give the kid up. Another one says, I got wrapped up in a fantasy of having a magical connection with my future child. When I was pregnant, I watched birth videos and listened to podcasts, birth story non-stop. I ended up having a 100-hour labor that left me with 4th-degree tear, where your vagina rips down through your butthole so they both become a gaping hole. It's been almost a year, and I'm still struggling with how terrible my birth went. The day-to-day grind is exhausting, with keeping her entertained, still cooking, cleaning, laundry, her crying, nap time, etc. I think my husband's PTSD from the birth has manifested as OCD. He's obsessed with the house being spotless, and that's our biggest source of contention. The baby still wakes up multiple times a night, so I'm severely sleep deprived. We have family close, but we don't trust them to watch her, especially since most molestation is from friends and family. I have anxiety about something bad happening to her, and it can be debilitating. I feel guilt and dread for bringing her into this depraved world. Caring for another human is exhausting in every way imaginable. I have so much pent-up emotions that I don't know how to release. Sometimes I daydream to when I was single, living in a studio, and only had to worry about myself. First of all, I think it's really important to talk about how wrong birth can go. And personally, I really don't like the thought of pregnancy, and don't really like the thought of birth, because birth and pregnancy there's just so many things that can go wrong when it comes to birth and pregnancy. And just hearing what went wrong for her. First, 100 hours labor. That's, what's that? Like 4 days or something. My math is correct. 4 days of labor, that's absolutely horrible, because everyone knows, for most people, pregnancy is really, really painful. And then also her just tearing up in such a way that it's just a gaping hole between her butthole and her vagina. That's just, it sounds really, really horrible. And I get why she's traumatized, and her husband is also traumatized, so he has probably been there at the birth. So I don't know why they haven't gotten any help. Maybe they can't afford it. I hope they are getting help, because if they are both traumatized from the birth, they really need help to get through it. And if they're both traumatized, it's just much harder to take care of a kid, because they have their mental struggles and they have to take care of a kid. On top of that, I don't know if the husband or the boyfriend, her husband, I don't know if her husband is working and then she's the one staying at home with the baby. So I really think she should get help. I really think that if they could work on the trauma that they both have connecting the birth, that would really help the situation. And if the father could take, the father or the husband can take more of the chores when it comes to taking care of the kids, so she is less sleep deprived, that will also help the situation if she's not the only one taking care of the kid. Again, we don't know if she's the only one taking care of the kid, or she mostly takes care of the kid. But nonetheless, they should both help out with the kid, so she has energy enough to work on herself if they do not have money enough to go to a professional. So that is just all around what I think. So yeah guys, that was 3 stories from the I Regret Having Children Facebook page. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry about the lighting not being too good in this video. I don't have a fancy equipment, so I don't have a ring light and all that stuff that some other people have. So I just have to work with the natural light that we have. So I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless, and if you want to see another video about I Regret Having Children stories, then comment down below. I would love to make more. And if you're new to my channel, on my channel I talk about being child-free by choice, I talk about living an intentional life and other topics I find interesting. So if you like this video or any of these topics sounds interesting to you, please remember to subscribe and like the video and comment down below if you want. And I hope to see you soon in another video. Bye guys!